he was curled up with the heater, and as soon as I stood up, he just looked downright offended by the whole situation. Welcome back to your actual room. Yeah, I'm in Australia, so it's just on spring, so it's still kind of cold and stuff. So yeah, I kind of got the heater. Also, the cats get cold as well throughout the night. But I knew I kind of set it too high at the start of stream, and I was like, oh, it won't matter. Oh, it mattered. It apparently mattered a lot. I was getting really close to like sweating, and I'm like, that's an incorrect temperature. But I also know that if I turn it down, I'm just going to end up with sad cats. And I know that because I came down here before I started streaming, and Phoenix was curled up around the heater that was not on yet. So he had a choice to come and lay on our laps, but he genuinely hoped that the heater was going to be on, because I normally like preheat the room a little bit, and it was not. And he was just cold and sad down here by himself, just reiterating he could have been on our laps and warm. Chose not to be. Seahorse is catatonic. I will come back to that in a sec. I'll just pause because I need to make sure she gets medical care, and I also need to make sure that I get some hidden conduits around the place too. Alright, where'd you go? You are not by yourself. Lincoln's in the area. And somebody's left something in the door. So, Regal Mate, you going to sleep? No. Regal Mate, can I just, you won't do hauling. Lemmy will. Tending to Arella. Okay. After you do that, can I get you to move that? That way we don't get, like, all the animals coming here, or, you know, unfresh, not refrigerated crap. How bad is the cooling going in here? 14 versus 22. I'm gonna be losing some of this meat. Fresh, unfrozen. Yeah. I had all this frozen previously, but it's gonna spoil in about a day or two. I'm trying to, as best I can, stockpile meat, because I have a fuck ton of meat-eating cats. Like, we have currently here, hold on. What have we got the most of? Okay, well, we've got the most of buffalo meat, which doesn't really surprise me. We haven't got to stockpile meat here for a while, but we should still have some horse meat. Yeah, we've still got like 1,900 horse meat currently, because I culled all my horses. Give or take like 2 or 3. But packaged survival meals are getting up there. We were up to like 1,200, and the simple meals are very, very close to 1,000 again. That's great. It's been a while. Also, they're going a little bit slap happy with that fucking... If they get 2 more fucking steel, where are you guys getting this from? Hold up a second. Yeah. We have a lot of steel. Okay. Tell you what. Mate. How are we going with the building in here? Got advanced components. We got 4 out of 50. That's good, I guess. We've got 7 components, but we have things breaking all over the map non-stop. Where is the one that's making eyes? I guess I can unsuspend these. If they got the time and somebody's available, because I did take a couple of the workers to the new location. There's a bionic eyes. I've got that set to 10. I thought I had that set to 50. Mind you, after I start installing some, it will go back down again. Alright, this will open them up. I try to make sure I've got both make component forever and also make component with a dedicated person, because somebody will come in here and they'll lock onto one of these benches and nobody will be able to use it. But if somebody goes to sleep, I want somebody else to be able to come and use the bench while they're asleep. So having 2 builds for the same thing seems to allow them to do that, as opposed to if I leave it as forever, they just bags it, or like a certain number, you know. How many colors do you have? I have 290. We got a couple of extra people earlier tonight, so yeah, we are officially in like the 290s. I should have really done a head count on my animals because I'm pretty sure we had like 700 odd ish. We're very, very close. Either 50 over or 50 under, I can't remember. But we killed like easily 30 horses. So I'm not really sure where we were at with that. But I also saw like a whole bunch of things just have offspring earlier tonight. So yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Also, I have like eggs everywhere because my cats and panthers snack on them out in the paddocks as well. That kind of keeps them from coming into my kitchen, which is kind of useful. I don't need them coming in here for stuff. So what have we got laying around? We've got a liver. I don't know if anybody needs a liver. Actively, hold on a second. Go find out. Let's find somebody that needs a liver. Somebody needs a hand and a lung. I also don't do organ harvesting or cannibalism. So that's another thing too. So no drugs, no cannibalism, no organ harvesting. No slaves. None of that. I'm looking for somebody that needs a liver, sorry. I'm pretty sure we may have had one person maybe got their liver shot out in the last mech battle, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. I'm pretty sure Don died. And Jackal died too. They didn't have a chance to have whatever it was fixed on them. Everybody else, I've already done this like roulette thing and checked everyone. There's a few people with some new leg injuries though. I gotta get me some lungs. I wish I could make noses. I'm sure that's a mod, and no, I'm not adding any more mods. It's a closed mods playthrough. But like, it would be nice to be able to make a new nose, you know? Lungs. Seeing a really, like, a really high amount of lungs. Most of the people over at the other base, they all need, like, eyeballs. Mind you, some of them here need eyes too. There's at least 3 people that are walking around in my colony that have no eyes at all. 2 of them are at Minwick. One of them should be here. Or in the caravan. Kidney, lung. No. It takes a bit to go through everybody. Somebody needs a stomach though. A few people with some frail spines. I should start making some prosthetics. I'm pretty sure I've got a shit ton of prosthetics. I should actually check what I've got. Because we made a lot and then we started moving, but people were still making them for a little bit. You've got heat stroke. I might need to look at that in a minute. I haven't got an air conditioner in my hospitals here, but I can just move them to the hospital that has air conditioning. That is an option. This is why the prison hospital is actually really useful in summer. Because they'll, like, if they want to be in a safe temperature, they can go stand inside in there. It's good for them. I also have a lot of people that have cataracts too, which is basically apparently the same thing as being blind. Radius, nose, torso. Somebody's got a dodgy heart. Another person needs a stomach. Like I said, I've already kind of like gone through them, but I haven't gone through them for a while. Not for like a couple of months. We did have a couple of, like, we've had like manhunter packs, we've had a few raids, we've had a few mech battles, we've had the droner ships, we've had the heat waves, the cold snaps, the psychic drones, the solar flares, the eclipse. What was that? Hello, Lumi, what are you doing? Where did you get that? Or are you still working that off? I hope you're still working that off. In a second, I don't have drugs in here, do I? Hold up. Be faster, just look at my list. I don't think so, unless it's much further down. I'm gonna assume that she has been in withdrawal for a while, because I don't think I have Psychic Tea on my map. Otherwise, hold on, what would she have for health? Hang on a second. Can you take me back to where she is? She has pretty good health. She'll go down to industrial. Okay. That whole group, none of them need a liver. So that's kind of good, I guess. Moderate psychic drone. You guys are doing pretty good. I'm not even like... I'm somewhat impressed that like we've got, what, 65 people with malaria. And we've got this group where like 30 odd ladies are having a medium psychic drone. And apart from the one run wild that I can't do anything about that I had to like reload for, everybody else is doing pretty great. And we have at least some fucking stone cutter production. I gotta get chairs for them. You know what? I should make chairs. Let's get some furniture. And then I guess I could make... maybe some swanky beds somewhere too. These ones shouldn't need to be in operation. Kara's ready to go. Kara's ready to go. I'm just waiting for a tow truck to get out of my way. Oh yeah. It sounds like you'll be heading off in a moment. It's always good to have you here. It's always nice to chat too, you know. Always so happy waking up. No. What are you up to, Viking? Where have you been today? I asked that because, like, Viking has, like, the most fucking interesting hikes and exploration kind of trips of any wolf I've ever known. I don't know many wolves, to be fair. I actually know quite a lot of wolves at this point, which does and doesn't surprise me, honestly. It's gonna listen while I drive work. Alright. I'll be here. Apparently making pants, t-shirts, dusters, parkas. I don't want 100 of these. I know that that's the standard quota for my colony, but can we take this back down to 30 for the minute? Because I can't store that. I could try really, really hard to store that, but that ain't gonna happen. I kind of like lifting and moving a lot of the benches because then I don't have to like remake them. I also know that we won't get the bonus of the tool cabinet, but we may or may not have made chicken some pants. I just gotta go find where chicken is at. There's chicken. Have you got pants? You don't. Is there pants? I saw somebody was working away on something. No? Not yet? I guess? Okay, well that kind of sucks a little bit. I was hoping that maybe they'd made, you know, some pants for chicken at this point. Put that there. That one's unfortunately probably going to connect to the power, but this is not actually connected to anything else, so this is fine. I'm happily smiling. You one's being at home. Oh yeah. Nice cozy nap inside home. It's a nice day. I say that I have like such a fixation on sleep tonight because I just haven't slept, but I'm not being mean about it. I'm just like, that sounds nice, you know? Also trying to stretch out my shoulder. I don't know why the fuck it's hurting. I know yesterday when I woke up, I was laying on it because Phoenix was laying on my shoulder and I was trying to sort of stay still for him, but then I also have kind of sat at my desk and I've twisted my shoulder inwards for much of this morning. And now I'm just like, oh yeah, everything hurts. I need to check on these guys because I know they've been here for a while. I just need to make sure. I'll do a quick check on everybody in a moment. Make sure nobody's like incapable of walking or whatever. That sometimes happens. Somebody goes down and I don't see, like, Seahorse, how you doing? Catatonic, I wish they'd taken you to a hospital, but I guess we don't have more beds. Also, don't you have a husband? Okay, you don't have a husband. Probably no, it stays aside. It's definitely both full flushes. No. I saw Mole took this bed. He's got a fiance. I'm pretty sure I sent her home. Nope, she's coming down in the caravan. Okay. That's fair. As long as couples got the beds, I'm cool with it. That's all I literally care about is if I'm making a double bed, because I should have only 22 couples in my colony, which means realistically I only need to provide like 30 odd beds for them, like couples beds kind of thing, because just in case somebody else becomes a couple. But if I've got individuals hogging that, that's not going to help me. Alright, now that they're kind of calming down, and there's a pretty fair chance that they're going to make it through malaria and the, you know, the mental thing. How are they going with that anyway? They're in minor. I guess give them a couple more days and we'll see. Let's say, where did you get that? And then I realized it's the same person. It's fine. Alright, what do I need to do? I sent out the caravan with the panthers and I merged them with the other caravan. And where's my animals? I need to make sure they're getting trained properly. I need to make a dining hall, but my people are currently pissed off. So I'm not forcing them to do diddly squat unless they choose to go build something out of boredom. I don't have more recreation, so I could send them the materials to make some really fancy wreck shit, but they'll probably just get raided for it. So, my little thrombos are getting trained. That's good. I need a new fleet of like trained thrombos here. All right, that's very good. Okay, so what did I just say? I need to do something something over here. How did I forget that so fast? I know I allocated the training. Oh, it's gonna do the dining hall. Fuck it. I'm just gonna set this to allow. If they want to come over here and build it, so be it. We'll get it built. I also don't love that that's outside because that would be getting rained on. I'm gonna get you guys come over here and just hit me up with a roof. No, I don't think I've got anything solid in that corner. Maybe that. That might count. I don't know if this counts, but I'm going to try to make a little roof there. Because between this vent and those air conditioners, that should count as a solid, like, wall-high piece, I hope. Muffler Revenge, where? That should be, I was going to say, that should be here. We should be fine. Felicia should be fine. There's a few more up here. Hippo looks like she might have got hit, though. Now she's good. Alright. I think they're all kind of doing good. The other thing too is if I don't have much for them to harvest, first of all, I'm just going to tell them to harvest everything we got here. Because what I want to do is I want to send them out and tell them to do trees. I'm pretty sure I've still got the majority of my plant cutters here. The reason why I want to send them out, chop wood if they have the boredom for it, is it means that I have people available to do that, for starters. And second of all, we need wood for chem fuel. Which we do not have in surplus at the moment. Which is fair, because I did catapult, like, I don't know, several, like, mufflers and yaks earlier. I also haven't made the replacements for these either. Although I can send stuff. Should I send... What is the quality of these? They're good. Even just a regular one. Excellent. Good. Okay. This one could be great to send. No, wait, I've got more. My only concern is if I send it, they might just like go straight ahead and destroy it. I also want to get some art over there too. Tell you what, if I've got jade, I do have jade. Alright, let's send some jade over there. These ones are kind of empty for fuel. That one's empty for fuel. That one will get it there. Okay, let's get some jade sent over and let's get some nice shit made. I can't do jack shit about like the Game of Her. I kind of got to buy those. I don't know how much that's going to let me build. We'll do that. Hold on. How much does it take to build one of these? Hold on. Build a copy. No, that doesn't tell me it. Furniture. Recreation? Yeah. 70 jade. What is that? It's like 300 divided 70. I could probably make 4 tables-ish. 4 tables are better than none. Hold on. Who's down? Winters, why? Hold on. Why are you down? Because of the fight? Tillman, mate, can you pick them up? They don't even have a gun on them. That reminds me too, I need to put the guns back on my people over here. There's a lot of people that don't have guns, and specifically Seahorse is one I'd like to get one back on. Most of my people aren't getting up from this at the moment, honestly. Jet's having a tantrum. What are you destroying? A wall. Okay, that's good. I'm surprised that they haven't destroyed the beds. Because the beds are masterworks. I sent as many good shit as I could. Also, I do have repair everything here. I don't know why they didn't repair that. Is it? It's wood. That's not your bedroom. Oh no, wait, sorry. That actually is your bedroom. I saw her in here a moment ago and I just naturally assumed she was just destroying her bedroom. And then I'm like, she's just walked into somebody else's room and she's just breaking shit. I'm like, no, wait, this is her own room. She's fine. We'll just leave her be. Because, like, even if she breaks that, it's only good. She can literally just take any other bed. Catatonic. I'm not surprised, but you're already in hospital. Honestly, you've been here for a while. Oh, you got malaria too. I didn't realize that some of my people in here have malaria. That's actually worse. Not for me sending them over here, but for most of the people I've got over here are my original colonists. The fuck was that? Anyway. It's probably cat. Boredom? We're working on it, mate. Amia, what are you bored about? You need recreation deprived. Okay. So you have plenty of time to enjoy recreation. At the moment, you're not enjoying them because you're having tantrums. We have got 3 of these. I should actually have 4. I did not make 4. Let's make a 4th one. Fuck it, just throw it like up here for the minute. I want 4 because I have too many people at this location not to be using it. That's an interesting choice, Weeks. You're very far away. Actually, you're a lot closer to one of my tamed animals than anybody is to you. You might actually manage this. But you're an original, so I can't actually take your health down. So that's interesting. That doesn't happen very often. Okay, you guys rush over to her. Try not to kill her. Yeah, any of my original people, every so often I accidentally like revoke their medical privileges and then I remember who they are. Who are you going to kill? Sloan, mate. I might honestly just need you. And you're on an insulting spree. My only concern is if she's going for fucking name. Xena? She's going for Xena, that's a problem. Anya's no longer an insulting spree. Yeah, I bet she's not. How's Weeks going though? 11 hours, should be fine. Gabriella, can you rescue her? So I also brought over some of my legacy animals here. The original characters that we started with. You know, like Bubba and Xena. And I would like them to stay alive as much, like as far as possible through this, in the same kind of capacity as like my original colonists. I'd like to see them kind of like get to the landed ship quest, if possible. Are you going to be just shattered pain? Hold on. You're fine. Tofu, mate, can you rescue her? She's only bleeding out. Like, I don't have healing supplies nearby. Tell you what, let's make a new stockpile. It's about here. Yeah. And let's make this, if I can fucking click on it. Make this clear everything. Fresh and rotten. Let's keep an eye on her. Okay. Keeping an eye on her because if they fall out of the bed, the items. I think it's manufactured. Yeah, medicine. Medicine. We can just keep these up here. The only reason why I want that is because this is an actual like medical section. Okay, stat settings. There we go. Okay, it would be really good to have the medicine near the people. Mind you, I have got like still nearly 400 here. And I would really kind of like it if realistically I'd like to separate that out of here because herbal medicine could still save their life and or having glitter world medicine here could save their life. And I have used up the glitter world medicine, but can I transport pod more? One second, let me get a look at my stuff. I have 600 medicine here, which honestly is insufficient for the colony that I have, and 1,200 herbal medicine, which means where is my Nutrimine is super low. You know what I haven't done for fucking weeks? I haven't called for a trader. I don't want to repeat of, you know, the other time where I decided to call everybody in and they slaughtered each other. Let's not do that. How's your health, Labia? You are healthy enough. Can I get you to maybe call them first? Call Blue. Who's Blue okay with? Hold on. Blue doesn't like anybody. Okay. That's fine. I didn't need that slaughtered while I zoomed in, but okay. Let me zoom back out. Yeah, we'll call in Blue. I'll wait a while. Because the problem I've got is every so often it rolls it where all the allies walk in on the same fucking corner of the map. And then they murder each other. And I can't do anything about it. What else did I pack up? I packed up some jade. It's packing. Do I still have a shit ton of plasteel here? Yes. I still have quite a lot of steel, but I realistically need a lot more than that. And the components are still doing healthy here. I've still got like 200 odd components. What I would like, because this lot can hold their own with their leathers, I would like to suss out how my caravan's going, and I want to send them a care package because they're going to go buy traders. And they got the space. I want them to buy steel. They're only carrying so much of it, but I couldn't load them with the stuff that I want them to sell because the game would not let me let them out of my base at Dryden. So I had to just abandon that concept, and I'm just going to send shit to them. We'll get bulk